evening. You are watching on Live RTD channel. Welcome to this English News Edition. Coming up, the headlines. The head of state returned to the country after his participation in the Arab Summit in Cairo about the future of Gaza. And on the regional scene in Libya, first call for tender for oil exploration in 17 years. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margili, returned to the capital on Thursday, 4 March, after participating in the Emergency Arab Summit of the Arab League, dedicated to discussing the plans for reconstruction of Gaza Strip. The President of the Republic was received upon his arrival at the Djibouti International Airport by Prime Minister Mr. Abdul Qadir Kamel Mohammed and high-ranking figures. This meeting of the Arab League comes under the slogan of dual goals to show a unified opposition of the Arab organization to the President project. At the goal of the Egyptian project was recital the resident of Gaza, the humanitarian site. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margili, participated in the work of Emergency Arab Summit in Egyptian capital Cairo, which discussed the plan for reconstruction of Gaza and the latest development in the Strip. For the context of the report, the extraordinary summit of the Arab League was held on Tuesday in Cairo, the Egyptian capital, with the main objective of unifying the position of a number of states regarding to the controversial plan proposed by the American president regarding Gaza Strip. Upon the place where the summit was held, the President of the Republic was warmly taken into account. The head of state and government of the Arab League countries, the leaders attending the summit, stressed the need to strengthen regional solidarity and gather the support against this project, which is seen as a direct threat to Palestinian sovereignty and regional stability. Several Arab heads of state and government were able to reach a joint declaration condemning the American plan and reaffirming their commitment to a settlement based on international law and United Nations resolution. This meeting in Cairo represent a decisive step in defending the interests of Palestinian people. This Egyptian project include a pre-settlement of Gaza residents in the three equipped humanitarian sites in the same area, which will be connected to basic services such as water and electricity. The project plan at the later stage to rebuild Gaza Strip over a period of 5 years, where a council of notables and mayors known for their tendency to promote conscientious and public interest, which will be formed under this issue. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margili, delivered an important speech during the summit in which he stressed his full support to the main objective of this meeting. For more details, with our colleague.
رئيس جمهورية مصر العربية الشقيقة، أصحاب الجلالة والفخامة والسمو، معالي السيد أحمد أبو الغيض أمين عام جامعة الدول العربية، أصحاب المعالي والسعادة، الحضور الكرام، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Ladies and gentlemen, Your Majesty, Excellencies, Eminences, dear brothers and sisters. First and foremost, I extend my sincere thanks and deep gratitude to the Arab Republic of Egypt, a brotherly country, for hosting this extraordinary summit in a particularly complex regional and international context. We find ourselves on the sacred land of Egypt on a blessed day at a pivotal historical moment. Since the beginning of the holy month of Ramadan, let us unite our efforts to support Palestine, like a wounded patient whose open wound continues to bleed. This month, synonymous with mercy, forgiveness, unity, and solidarity, is the perfect time to stand by Palestine, which endures the oppression of a brutal occupation. In these decisive hours, we proclaim loud and clear that Palestine will never be forgotten. In our hearts and prayers, we will not tolerate any injustice against the Palestinian people, nor will we accept any conditions imposed upon them. The displacement of Palestinians from their ancestral land must end, and justice must be served for these people. From this platform, we declare that with one voice that in the Republic of Djibouti, we embrace our leadership role. We share the soul of Palestine, as we always have, and we will continue to provide it with our unwavering support and assistance. We will always stand by our Palestinian brothers on their path to liberation. The Palestinian flag will fly high in the skies of Djibouti, a symbol of our nation's beating heart, and we will support the aspirations of the Palestinian people for freedom and dignity. Your Majesty, Excellencies, and Eminences, this summit is not just an extraordinary meeting, it is the formal declaration of our commitment to the Palestinian cause. We are forging a solemn alliance made before God, our people, and history, and we will not cease our struggle until Palestine is restored to its people, until the Palestinians have an independent, free, and sovereign state with Holy Jerusalem as its capital. Companions of God, the majestic, the noble, and the Most High, Palestine's resilience, which has become an immortal symbol of courage and sacrifice, compels us to take responsibility in the historic moment. Let us work together at this emergency summit to write a new chapter, one worthy of the greatness of our nation and the heroism of the Palestinian people, who are brave and unwavering. In conclusion, I ask Almighty God to grant us all success in what is best for our nation and to grant strength and victory to Palestine and its proud people. This summit marks the beginning of a new phase of joint Arab action, truly reflecting our determination to uphold Palestinian rights and the aspirations of our Arab peoples. May the peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you.
تطلعات شعوبنا العربية.
The Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi confirmed on Tuesday that the Arab leaders meeting in the framework of the Emergency Arab Summit in Cairo have adopted a plan to rebuild Gaza Strip that guarantee the survival of the resident of the war-ravaged Strip in their land for the Egypt, and has proposed a $53 billion plan to rebuild Gaza Strip over 5 years, focusing on emergency relief, reconstruction, and long-term economic development, according to the document seen by the Asian's French press. This plan was presented as an alternative to Donald Trump's plan to place the Strip under the American control and transfer its residents to Egypt and Jordan to rebuild the Strip, and in turn into the resident, the Middle East, the Palestinian, the Arab countries, and many other countries have denounced the U.S. President's proposals and reject any attempt to deport the resident of Gaza Strip, the plan which was adopted on Tuesday by the Arab League. The Palestinian President Abbas created the position of Vice President, and those dismissed from Fattah al-Sisi. The Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas announced on Tuesday the creation of a position of Vice President, and also all those dismissed from the Palestinian Liberation Movement, which he headed. This came in his speech before Emergency Arab Summit held in the Egyptian capital Cairo on Tuesday, which was dedicated to discuss the development in Palestinian issues, especially in Gaza Strip. The Palestinian president said, "We have decided to create the position and appoint a vice president for the Palestine Liberation Organization in the state of Palestine," adding, "In our keenness on the unity of the movement, we have decided to issue a general pardon for all those dismissed from a movement in Cairo." And now the national news. The Minister of Health organized a workshop to mobilize stakeholders to conduct a large-scale survey in the file of demographic health data in the country. This workshop aimed to bring together financial partners, donors, and key players in this sector in order to secure the necessary funding to implement this survey. It is worth noting that the latest demographic health data in the country back to 2012 survey, and it is now out to date, giving the importance of update data. This a multi-indicator survey will be implemented, which collect data from several health sectors. In this context, the government of Djibouti, through the Ministry of Health and in close collaboration with the Djiboutian Statistic Institute and UNICEF, intend to conduct the second Djibouti multi-indicator survey. The aim of this survey is to provide the relevant sectorial ministries with the indicators on the health status, nutrition, education, and social environment, but also mother and child issues. In their respective intervention, the representative of United Nations Population Fund and also the representative of the World Food Programme, but also the representative of World Health Organization, both thank the Ministry of Health for organizing this such survey in order to update the epidemiological data and express their satisfaction. For their part, the Director General of Djibouti Institute of Statistics and the UNICEF and World Bank representative congratulated the Minister of Health on organizing this investigational and announced the financial and technical commitment of his institution. He also added that we are ready to implement this survey in full swing, and I thank you all for the participating in this process related to conducting a comprehensive survey on demographic health data in Djibouti. For his part, the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble Abdillah, in his speech said that this initiative from the Ministry of Health wants to implement in cooperation with the Djibouti Statistic Institute, but also in collaboration with UNICEF and other strategic partners, is necessary to provide us with the up-to-date comparable and usable health information. The minister also expressed and said, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all of the participants in this occasion for launching the demographic health data survey process in our country. This process is related to counting everything related to the community health, childhood and motherhood to benefit from it in the future for the health process, conclude the minister. The State Secretariat for Sport, in partnership with CAC Bank, launched the Ramadan Championship for this year, 2025. This annual sporting event, which brought together football fans from the capital and the interior region, was launched from the Arhiba Wahlidaba and the 10th neighborhood of Balbala. The opening ceremony witnessed a joyful audience present who came to watch the first match between the best team in the championship. This opening day coincided with the anniversary of Formatch, which marks the founding of a ruling party, the Popular Rally for Progress. On this occasion, the organizer, led by the State Secretariat for Sport, Mr. Hassan Mohamed Kamel, paid a vibrant tribute to the achievement of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Mergili, highlighting his commitment to the development of the country in general and support in particular. The event also saw the participation of several figures from the State Secretariat for Sport, most notably Deputy Director of the National Agency for Promotion of Sport. This edition already looks promising with the match taking place throughout the holy month of Ramadan. The regional directorate of the State Secretariat for Sport in Tejura launched yesterday, on Thursday, 4 March 2025, various activities from the holy month of Ramadan. The launch ceremony was attended by the Deputy Governor, Mr. Habib Jilani, and the Vice President of the Regional Council, Mr. Abdu Omar. The opening ceremony, which was organized in the evening, was attended by the large crowd of community living in the Tejora region. This opening evening was dedicated this year to celebrate the 46th anniversary of founding of Popular Rally for Progress Party. On this occasion, the organizer and senior official of the city praised the various achievements of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh. And to finish our edition with the international news, in Libya announced the launch of its first oil and gas exploration round in 17 years, inviting international oil companies to invest in the country. Khalifa Abdul Sadiq, Minister of Oil and Gas, said at the event announcing the round of mandate that it does not represent more investment opportunities, but rather a clear indication of Libya's strong return to the global arena, without giving any details about the area's offer for exploration. The head of Government of National Unity in Libya, Abdel Hamid, had called on Arab oil-producing countries to invest in the energy sector alongside major foreign companies, according to what he said in the interview. Libya, a member of the organizer of petroleum exporting countries, has suffered from the unrest and turmoil since the overthrow leaders. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.